Are you worried that your respawn point is going to run out and you're going to get lost in the nether? Well, don't worry anymore. We've got a solution. Don't you go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, in a Nether update. That's appalling. But we're talking about this respawn block that I have got in my dirty little hand now. Let me just turn myself around, because this respawn block is an amazing block. I'm popping that down there. This allows you to set your spawn in the nether, which is something we've never been able to do before, and it's only been around in the last couple of snapshots. Really easy to do. So place it down. Bit like the way you would place down a bed in the overworld, and with a glowstone, right click it. That's charged once, that's charged twice. You'll notice this little kind of lighty uppy bit changes. That's charged 3 times, and that is fully charged with 4 full charges. Now if I get an empty hand and I right click on that, my respawn point is now set. If I were to die right here, then I would come back, not in the overworld normally, which you do in the nether, but I would come back here. So let's just test that. If I put in game mode survival, and yeah, that looks long enough, and lob myself off here, kamikaze! I land on a piglin, but I've got to respawn. So if I respawn myself now, boom, I land back here as well. And you'll notice one of the charges is now used up, so you get a maximum of 4 charges. But there are some properties of this fella that aren't necessarily given out quite so obviously. And my mate Gobspitt, who I've spoken about before, he's come up with a really cool idea where you can continuously make sure you've always got your thing charged and you always come back to where you want to go. It's a really simple idea, but actually it's very, very clever. If you want to see his video of the resurrection machine, the link is in the description below, and I fully recommend you go and have a poke around in it. He said to me, Avo, you go and have a crack at it and let me know what people think. So I'm doing that. Oh no, I'm going to get shot by a piglin. No, please don't, piglin. Please don't. I've got a video to make. Now, if you want to make one of these puppies, it's actually not that easy. You require 3 glowstone going across the end there, and then 6 crying obsidian. That gives you the respawn anchor. Now, ordinarily, glowstone, dead easy to get, right? But crying obsidian, slightly less easy. And you require my mate the piglin here, that tried to kill me a minute ago, to be able to get it. Now, as far as I'm aware, the only way to get crying obsidian at the moment, because I've not seen it naturally occurring anywhere, is to do it by bartering with a piglin. And to do that dead easy, get this fella, lob a bit of gold out, they get very interested, stare at the gold thinking, oh, that's very shiny, I like that gold, I'm going to give this person something. And if you're lucky, you'll get, oh my goodness, I actually got it, first time, that's amazing. And if you're lucky, you'll get crying obsidian. That was so spawny, totally not a setup. So you've got to do that 6 times now, remember, 6 times. So you've got a little bit of work to get one of these respawn points. So what is really interesting is that these fellas give out a redstone signal that corresponds with the amount of charge they've got, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and obviously 0. With 0 charge, they don't have any redstone signal whatsoever. With a single glowstone charge, they give out a redstone signal strength of 3. With a double charge, it is a strength of 7, a jump of 4. With a triple charge, it is a strength of 11, a jump of another 4. And can you see the pattern? With a full charge, it is a signal strength of 15. Now that means that you can start to play with these chaps in a way that you can auto charge them. And that's what Gobspitt showed me, and that's what I'm really interested in. So what we've got here is a really simple redstone circuit comparator, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and most importantly, 12 bits of redstones going into a conductive block. I've just obviously used the block that's surrounding it. A redstone torch, a dot of redstone, and a dispenser that I have cunningly filled up with glowstone. Now, why is it important that there's 12? If you recall over here, if you've got a charge of 3 in one of our resurrection boxes, that is going to give you a charge of 11 dots of redstone. But we want a full respawn block, thank you very much. So we want more than 11. If I then put my redstone anchor there, my respawn anchor there, and I put in 1 glowstone, it takes the signal to there. 2 takes the signal to there. 3 takes the signal round to there. And if I put in the 4th one, watch this torch. It inverts the torch. That's because this block is now powered and it's inverted the torch. We constantly want this to be fully powered. So I'm going to set my respawn point on there by right clicking on it, and I'm going to kill myself. Yeah, I know. That's how bad life is right now. I'm going to come and kill myself over here, and I'm going to change my game mode to survival, and I'm going to take just a little tiddly swim in this hot stuff. And once we die, you'll see we'll respawn back over there. I'm very dead. And boom, I've come back, but oh, it's still fully charged. If I come over here and I go for another swim, surely that was a mistake, Mojang. What's going on? No, let's jump in again. Oh, sinking much deeper into the hot stuff now. Respawning, and I'm back, and it is still fully charged. It is a really clever but super simple machine, and well done, Gobspitt, on that front. Now, the only other thing I would recommend that you do is make sure wherever you set your res point, you've got it covered up so as you don't get absolutely deaded the second you resurrect. All I've done here, I've just created a brick box, literally stone brick box. Resurrection point is right there. If I then go and kill myself, I put myself into survival. I come out here, close these doors as you would with any base, walk myself all the way over here, get myself deaded again. I'm dying quite a lot, aren't I? In we go. Dead a lot. Respawn. And I respawn safely within my respawn point right here. And I'm not going to get deaded. This is entirely non-spawnable because it's light as a result of those lanterns. And we are good. This is actually a really great mechanic, and I do love the idea of being able to exist in the Nether, and when you die, going back to your base in the Nether and not the overworld. And to be able to automatically top up your respawn point is hugely helpful, because if you're anything like me, you're going to forget and you're going to end up coming up in the Nether. Oh no, I'm getting shot at. I'm getting shot at. This is never good. Right, if you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. But please do subscribe. Please, I'm subscribed. I'm dying for you here. I'm actually dying. Bye.